Welcome to this conference fashion series where I'll walk you through what to wear so that you look cute but also comfortable to all these conferences that are coming up. So we're going to start with shoes and eventually move into pants and tops and dresses and work our way all the way through what am I packing for conference so that I can get the best out of it. And then always just remember that take these as recommendations and align them to what feels true to you. Alright, so we'll start this series with shoes. What shoes can I wear? Everybody mentions, well, wear comfortable shoes, but what does that mean? You know, everybody thinks comfortable, they think sneakers. I have a cute, more like dressed up pair of sneakers rather than your athletic, and these are very neutral to be athletic. Really opt for something that's more thin and not so bulky rather than your athletic shoes that can come in very different colors and they can also be very bulky or they just have a different structure. Alright, let's move into a different option. I have different pairs of flats. So these are more like loafers. And then I have something more like this, where it's more like a slingback on the back, but it's still inspired on a very like classic and elegant design. So the cool thing about this is like they're both flat. They're a lot more presentable and a lot more cute and fancy, more delicate, and they're still comfortable when you can walk around with them. And they take it a step more than wearing your typical sneakers. Now I'm going to go for heels because being me, I know I will be taking heels, and let's say you are a speaker on a session or you're going for an interview and you really want to look top notch and maybe you're not planning on spending a lot of time wearing them, I would say still stick to something neutral, something super low. I actually really like these because I'm able to wear them for hours and hours. Like I've done presentations that are up to 3 hours long in these and they have been very comfortable. So stick to something that you can match with any outfit, but also that it has a very low heel. And then sometimes I do like to carry this in a tote bag and then wear the sneakers if you have to walk from the hotel to the conference center, and then just put them on for what you needed to. But again, you're not throwing yourself into a really high heel, which also does not look as professional. And that I have something for you that I wanted to show. So what to wear versus what not to wear on your heels. So I have 2 examples of what not to wear as far as heels for this conference. So the first one, and let's not focus on the color because these weren't colors that I wanted to show, but the height. So you're looking at a very high heel that you're gonna be able to walk for maybe 10 minutes and you will be exhausted. It's just too high, not worth the risk. You're just gonna take space and you won't even be able to enjoy them. The other thing that I wanted to focus on is this one. So you've probably seen these are my favorite heels of all time. I wear them all summer long. They're comfortable. I travel with them. I've done like 20,000 steps on these and I just can't complain. I can't get enough of them. However, for the conference, I'm gonna have to put them away for the fact that they're open toe shoes. So while they're comfortable because they do meet the low heel and they are a neutral color, they are open toe. And usually for work scenarios, especially also if you're going to a conference, you're interviewing with a company, you don't want to be showing your toes. Just to be safe, just stay away from this. Maybe get the same but with a closed toe like this one's, which I actually have in black and white. So very similar, just pay attention on the front so that your toes are not showing. Alright, last area that I'm going to focus in shoes. So like see, you can wear sneakers, you can wear flats, you can wear some low heels, and then the last part, it's because we're in the fall, it's boots. So I have 2 options. So I have these burgundy shoes and then these white ones. And to be fair, I really like the color of these. These are my favorite, but they're pretty high. When you're comparing them to like the heels that I show you, they're on the way higher side. So I know I have walked with this because I have traveled and I have also walked more than 10,000 steps of these, but it took some time to get there. And so for a conference, maybe they're not so, if you're not planning on going back and forth and changing, they might not be the best. The color, I think it's great, super neutral. Now with this ones, the color might not be the best that I would recommend for a conference because they are a burgundy color. Even though it's really popular right now, I would say stick to a black or stick to a white or stick to a brown or nude. These are the only ones I had in this high, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to wear for the conference. But the heel, again, it's super short. They're still super presentable. They have the pointy toes. I would say just go for a more neutral color, but these can also help you walk forever in them without getting super tired and without having to go back to the sneakers. So these are all the shoe options that I have. I hope that helps you figure out what type of shoes to pack and wear for the conference, especially as you're putting together your outfits. And please come back to watch the rest of the part of the series so that you can look at everything else and be able to put together on what to wear for the conference and feel comfortable while still looking cute.